Welcome back. Now over to Samantha Martin with your 5-day weather forecast.
It's the last weekend of winter, and winter is exactly what it's going to feel like. Today will be mainly cloudy with periods of light snow throughout the day. +4 will be the high and then drop to a low of -7. Tomorrow will be mainly cloudy with a high of -1 and a low of -7. And Sunday will be warmer with a high of +1. Heading into the work week, Monday we'll see mixed precipitation, and Tuesday and Wednesday there'll be a chance of flurries. That's your 5-day weather forecast. Now back to the newsroom.
Thanks, Samantha. The Vatican is defending the newly elected Pope Francis after allegations that he had a part in human rights abuses during what was known as Argentina's Dirty War. It has been alleged that the new Pope withdrew his support for 2 priests who were kidnapped and tortured during the military junta in Argentina between 1976 and 1983. Others are saying the new Pope stayed too silent during the period. The Vatican has called the allegations defamatory and said the Pope actually helped many people. The Pope has also previously said he took extraordinary measures to free the 2 priests.
Today marks the 2nd anniversary of the uprising in Syria, and the country is beefing up security in anticipation of protests. The Syrian revolt started in 2011 against President Bashar al-Assad's authoritarian rule. It has become a civil war between those supporting and those opposing the government. 70,000 people have been killed. The European Union disagreed today when speaking about reconsidering the arms embargo against Syria. They said they will discuss it further at an EU meeting in Dublin next week.
The remains of Hugo Chavez are being transported to his final resting place today. Mourners are in Caracas to catch a glimpse of the casket of the late Venezuelan president. Today ends a week of mourning for the death of Chavez, and officials have declared a holiday in 3 states. Chavez's final resting place will be at the military museum known as the Mountain Barracas. He died last week from cancer. Vice President Nicolas Maduro is acting president.
Back in Canada, Yvonne Jones is asking for the Liberal nomination for the Labrador by-election after Conservative MP and Cabinet Minister Peter Penishew's resignation. Jones battled with breast cancer in 2011, which saw her step down from being the provincial Liberal leader. Penishew's resignation came after he repaid the federal government $30,000 for ineligible contributions he took during his 2011 campaign. Although he has stepped down, Penishew plans to run in the Newfoundland and Labrador by-election.
And now with your sports news, here's Marco DeMeo.
The Toronto Maple Leafs lost again last night for the 4th time in a row. The Leafs were winning with under 8 minutes to go, but Pascal Dupuis scored twice, and the Pens added an empty netter as they came back to take the game 3-1. Leafs head coach Randy Carlyle blames a breakdown in the defensive zone for the loss.
Fundamentally, we had some breakdowns that cost us the hockey game. You know, I thought that for 53 minutes of the game, we did a lot of things really well, and we made some mistakes, and it cost us in a critical point in the game. And you know, they scored 2 goals that were definitely flaws of defensive zone coverage.
The NHL unveiled a new realignment plan for the league that has seen each conference split up in 2 divisions. Notable changes see the Winnipeg Jets moving to the Western Conference, while the Detroit Red Wings and Columbus Blue Jackets will move to the Eastern Conference. The league will be switching from 3 divisions in each conference to only 2. The realignment was done to improve travel for all teams and will start next year. And the Raps are in action tonight. They're hosting the Charlotte Bobcats. The 2 teams split the season series so far this year with 1 win each. Both meetings came before the Raps acquired forward Rudy Gay. The Bobcats are last in the Eastern Conference, while the Raps currently sit in 9th. The Blue Jays embarrassed the Yankees yesterday in Grapefruit League action. After leading 15-1 in the 2nd inning, the Jays went on to win by a score of 17-5. Off-season acquisition Melky Cabrera drove in 4 runs. The Blue Jays' next game is today against the Detroit Tigers. Canadian MMA fans are very excited for this Saturday when Canadian icon George St. Pierre will be defending his UFC welterweight championship against Nick Diaz. St. Pierre has successfully defended his title 8 times in a row, and a win on Saturday will be his 9th. Diaz seems to be bringing out the worst in St. Pierre, who is usually known for his calm demeanor.
That's all that happened. Isn't that all that will happen? That's what happened, bro.
Do you really think I'm afraid of you?
Man, that's fine. Okay, no, I don't.
You think I'm afraid of you, man? Are you crazy in your head, man? I'm not scared of you. You'll see Saturday if I'm scared of you.
All right. I'm intimidating, right? That's my plan, to intimidate you out.
And that's all for your sports update. Have a safe St. Paddy's Day weekend. Now back to the newsroom.
Thanks, Marco. A 6-year-old breakdancer is the latest YouTube sensation. B-girl Tara has become the youngest breakdancing champion in Britain. She wowed judges at the Pro Chels International Dancing Competition in Paris and brought the crowd to its feet. The video of her routine reached over 2.8 million views in just 5 days. Her parents say the youngster had not only learned to walk by the age of 9 months, but was doing handstands at just 2 years old. That's so amazing.
It really is. I don't even think I was even walking by age 2.
That's all for Humber News today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amber Doherty.
And I'm Shiloh Adams. We'll see you next time.